State. September 11th versus Lock Haven. September 18th versus Millersville. September 25th at Edinburgh. Homecoming, October 2nd versus Mercyhurst. October 9th at Gannon. October 16th versus Clarion. The Coal Bowl, October 23rd at IUP. October 30th versus Seton Hill. November 6th at Slippery Rock. November 13th at Bloomsburg or the PSAC title game. All games are live on CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC network, and 91.9 FM, WCAL.
Adamson Stadium. 7-0 the score, California in front. Here's the kick. Ville sets back on offense here. Long kick. They'll just let that one roll right on through the end zone.
He booted that one. And we're going to take a look at that last touchdown play. Hey, here you'll see Hill goes in motion, and then Noah Mitchell on the rollout, looking, and can't find anybody open, and then just leaps into the end zone right across the pylon for 6.
He gets it done. Opt for a handoff, charging across the 25. Brought down near the 30. There's Jaheim Morris on the carry for the Ville.
Big back there, just keeping those legs turning and try to get upfield.
Gain of 4, second down and 6.
Second and 6 now from the 29 for the Ville. We'll go with a 3-wide look here. Scratch that, make it 4 with 1 towards the near side, thrown towards the middle. Intended target complete, crossed for a first down.
Jenkins with a nice pass there.
Workinger with the reception.
It was big 81 Eli Workinger.
And that's going to be enough to move the chains for Millersville. First time we've seen this.
That'll be enough for a first down. 1st and 10 Marauders from the 39.
Slowly but surely, the Marauders are working up the field, trying to get into California territory.
Another 3-wide look for the Marauders with a man to the left on this 1st and 10 opportunity. Handoff up the middle. Yards to be found across the 40. Give him about 3.
And Cal U once again showing why they were one of the better run-stop defenses back in 2019. He and his Brown and Miller come in for the stop on that one.
2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7 now from the 42. Another 4-wide look, and a man switches from left to right. Bit of a high snap there, corralled nicely. Up the middle, pushed forward there. Long push there from the pile, and that should first down yardage for Morris.
And that is enough to, again, move the chains for Millersville, and now are officially into Vulcan territory. Let's see what they can do with these upcoming drives.
As you look at the replay here he's just balling over defenders from Cal U before he finally gets tripped up.
It's a good push. 1st and 10 now in Vulcan territory, but not for long as they're brought down at the 49 on the other side of the field.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
On that sack was Dylan Boitis for the Vulcans, getting behind the line of scrimmage and coming up with that huge sack on the play for the Vulcans.
2nd down and 12.
As we look at the replay here, you see Jenkins looking for someone, but felt too much pressure from Cal U as he gets wrapped up for a loss of 2 on the play.
5-wide look for Millersville now. 3 near and 2 far on the 2nd and 12 from midfield. Lone man in the backfield. He'll direct with this one right up the middle. Almost brought down, spun forward for a few.
Jenkins with the quarterback.
That was almost a dangerous spot there for Jenkins. And Spot lost the football all there at the end of the play.
Yeah, I did see that too. He extended that football. I thought it was going to come out, but he held on to it very nicely and brought it down with him.
3rd and 8 here for Millersville as they look to keep this drive alive. About 26% for Millersville in 3rd down conversions so far this year. Lone man in the backfield, step up, feeling the pressure, forced to run with this one, running for first down yardage. Shakes off 1, but not enough. Jenkins took off for a few, but couldn't get it done.
Coming up on the stop for the Vulcans, that was Jamal Martin Jr. with the big stick on the play, bringing up a 4th down for the Marauders.
like they'll keep the offense out here for Millersville. They're ready to keep this drive moving. And a flag goes before they can make it any further.
Yeah, it looks like
Full start on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
False start call going against the Marauders, backing them up even further, and looks like they're going to change personnel and punt this away.
Would have made it a little tough there on a 4th and 8 to try to go for that one.
Yeah.
Not as manageable, I would say.
Definitely not. He's making the right call by getting his punt team out there and just getting it away.
Banta ready to punt this one away. Too deep again for Cal U. Brought in and sent. Decent kick here. It'll be fair call to around the 8. Falling on top of that one, though. A little bit of danger on the special team side.
Yeah, Cal U got lucky on that one. Look at the replay here. Here, nice punt. Had a lot of hang time on that one. But it looks like Jamal Martin Jr. Just lost it in the sun. Might have for a brief second. But luckily, Cal U was able to fall on top of it and regain possession. And actually, I think it moved him up a yard or two.
6:19 left to go here in the first quarter. Cal U trots out, and they'll take over in their own 9 for the beginning of this offensive possession.
Very deep in their own end. You got to wonder if this is going to negatively affect them.
Some motion there on the Ville line. Almost caught them on the hard count. 3 wide look here for Cal U. They'll hand it off directly up the middle, trucking through for a few, still on the feet. Here comes the pile. Which way will it fall? It will fall backwards.
Carrier,
Brunson again with that one.
By a host of Marauders.
This is what I was saying earlier in the broadcast. Kyle Brunson is just one of those backs that he will not stop. He will keep moving his feet until the absolute very last second. And just whenever that whistle blows, that's when he stops.
Bring up a 2nd down and 6.
He does not quit very easily.
2nd and 6 now from their own 13. Another 3 wide look, 2 near and 1 far, man to the right. Mitchell steps up for this one.
Looks like 4-3 defense for Millersville.
Onto the outside, brought in. Tried to turn the corner, tough one to make. Jaquay Jackson once again.
Jackson, and once again, being that big offensive threat for Cal U. You look at the replay here.
Bring up a 3rd
Here,
down
nice ball all from Noah Mitchell. To catch Jackson on the near sideline here. Here, Jackson, and just bumped out of bounds before he could turn upfield.
They'll mark it a 3rd and 2 now from their own 17. Let's see what the Vulcans can cook up here.
Millersville going to be looking for a big stop here on 3rd down.
Quick to the line. Mitchell directly under center now. 1 on each side. Takes the handoff to the man to motion. They'll go for a direct handoff instead. 1st down.
Brunson again, the ball carrier. That's good.
Once again, and Kyle Brunson being that big offensive back as he just thunders right through. As you look at the replay here, it's a snap from Mitchell. And that fake end around handoff finds and starts pushing forward, and still turning upfield even after he makes contact.
So now the Vulcans will have a fresh set of sticks.
Let's see what they can do with it. They'll keep their 3 wide look here. Mitchell back to throw. Feel some pressure. Steps up in the pocket. He'll dump off. Safety valve there. Plenty of yards to be had. Another 1st. On towards the outside. Had a flag thrown on the reception. That was Derek Lockhart.
We got a couple flags on.
We got a flag on the play.
That was a very nice throw by Mitchell. Even better catch by
Eric Lockhart.
But there are flags on the play. This could go back. We had a little bit of a shaken up Marauder on the play. It was number 21 for Millersville. That was down Javon Thompson. Hopefully it's nothing more than a cramp.
And good to see he's up walking off on his own power.
Here's our ruling.
Personal foul. Blindside block, offense. 15-yard penalty, replay 1st down.
So personal on California. You'll see a blindside block Back it up 15, Johnny. I see you're breaking it down over there.
Yeah, take a look at the replay here. They got an open receiver, and then that late block comes in right there at the bottom of your screen. And right there at the end of the play, and cannot do that. And you got to be able to see them out the peripherals.
So first down now here. Ball at the 20. It'll be a first and 12 as the technical ruling, but Vulcans will grab a quick timeout.
Timeout, California.
One thing I was gonna mention earlier is that this Vulcan team is not known to take a whole lot of penalties. They're very disciplined, and that's what usually gets them to get those touchdowns. They're not taking a whole lot of penalties, and that leads to a lot of touchdowns for the Vulcans.
All right, well, we got a moment. Take a look at the PSAC West standings. Right now, Cal U sits atop at 2-0. Oh, and right behind IUP and Seton Hill both sitting at 1-0. Slippery Rock 2-0 as well. Oh, Gannett and 1-1 with Mercyhurst 1-1. Clarion and Edinburgh both looking for their first wins on the year.
Still, of course, working for the separation. I mean, it's early in the season. It's only week 3, so, I mean, you'll see people up top that, who knows, they could make their way up top if they're at the bottom, up top, down low. Just, you never know.
Yeah, and with this PSAC, what SS is always is a wild one to watch.
About 18 seconds left on the clock here as it stops again.
Not sure what the delay is here. But the referees saw something they did not like.
I think it's because nobody actually stopped the clock, because it was about 3 minutes left on the clock and it worked its way down to under a minute and they just reset it.
Oh.
So that's a bit of a miscue.
Got it all fixed, looks like.
Only the second one of the year. Everybody's still getting back into the swing of things. Hand off up the middle. On forward, about 2 to be found, so set it up to a regular yardage distance here.
Yep, just it's important, even though it's only second down. You know, they're back to where they started, or just about where they started.
Gain of 3
And
on the play.
it's better than going
Second down,
backwards, in
gain of
my
9.
opinion.
Second and 9 now from the Vulcan 23 with about 3:18 left to go here in the first. 7-0 lead for Cal U at home. Now the 4 wide look, it'll be 3 near and 1 far. Man still to the left of Mitchell. Good tempo they've got going here so far. Mitchell towards that far side, complete for another first down.
Another good pass by Noah Mitchell on this one. Going to give Cal U the first down.
And we see again Tyson Hill being targeted yet again by Noah Mitchell, and Tyson Hill again picking up very nice yardage. We'll see, look at this replay. Mitchell drops back in the pocket, scans down the field, sees Hill in open, and shakes off a couple defenders and is able to pick up that first down for Cal U.
Great guy to get going there, Peyton, wouldn't you say, in that receiving core?
Yes, this Cal U receiving core is one of the best I've seen in a couple years. So Cal U definitely has some weapons to work with.
Shifty run there. Turned a possible negative to a positive, but looks like it may end up being a negative here as a flag flies.
There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, this is going to be a dead ball foul. I'm not sure who's it's against. But take a look at the replay here. There is Brunson. And Utz back, finds a lane, and powers forward just a little bit. They have to get a nice gain.
And referee's trying to figure out what's going on here.
Looks like they've got it. Let's see.
Face mask on the defense.
Oh, no. It will be a face mask on the defense.
From the end of the run, first down.
Yeah,
4
can't
yards
be
to
doing
be found
that.
for Cal U.
That's a very nice first down for Cal U. They didn't even have to do anything. Millersville did it for them.
It's efficiency at its finest right
Yes, sir, it is.
there. Clock stopped at 2:18 here in our first quarter as
First
they
and
move
10
this
Vulcans
one
from the
way
47.
into Ville territory now. They'll put it at the Millersville 47. 4 wide look this time. Mitchell back. Surveys, looks to throw. Clean pocket for him to work with. He'll roll out. Running towards the near side. Looks like he's going to keep it on his own. Try to make a gain out of it. And pushed out of bounds.
He had all the time in the world back in that pocket. That offensive line was really putting in the work right there.
4, 2nd down and 6.
Got a few there. 2nd and 6 now. It'll be on the Millersville 43. Man steps up to the right. Set now. They'll opt for a handoff and chop down well. Millersville all on top of that one. Rafael Lozada brought down there for the Ville.
Very nice read by the Millersville defense just to plug that hole up and get Brunson down to the ground.
And that is a big guy to bring down as you look at the replay here. Lozada just finds a lane to break through the offensive line of Cal U for the tackle.
3rd and 7 now from the Millersville 44. Under a minute left to go and rolling. Mitchell back on the 3rd down. Steps up in the pocket. Surveys across the middle. Has his target. Breakaway. Lot of speed. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Vulcans. Jaquay Jackson. Remember him from a week ago? He's ready again.
Yeah, once again, Jaquay Jackson and finding the end zone. As we take a look at the replay here, Noah Mitchell had all day to throw. Oh, see, Hans Jackson and on that cross route on the near side, turns on the afterburners and heads right upfield for 6.
And we quickly see Jaquay Jackson becoming one of the favorites for Noah Mitchell, and you can do that whenever you can deliver touchdowns like that.
Extra point opportunity momentarily. Snap and hold a good kick. Good as well. 3 for 3 on that one. California 14, Millersville nothing. 32 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of action. Stay tuned for more Vulcans football right here on 91.9 FM WCAL, the PSAC network, and CUTV Sports 1.
Vulcan Volleyball is back, and you can catch all the action with CUTV and the PSAC network. After a year away from the court, the Vulcans are set to try and get back to the top of the PSAC. A full slate of action versus such PSAC opponents: Gannon, Mercyhurst, Edinboro, Clarion, Seton Hill, Slippery Rock, IUP, and Pitt Johnstown. Every home game will be live on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC network.
Welcome back here. Kickoff is away. Brought in towards the end zone. One-handed athletic grab there.
That was actually a nice
Props
snag
to
there.
Very nice catch right there.
Take a look at the replay here. Once again we see Mitchell had all day to throw. Jackson and right there on the numbers makes the catch. It turns upfield. Hold for pay dirt.
It's just like that. Cal U is up by 2 scores.
Boy, is he quick. The PSAC West Offensive Athlete of the Week, Jaquay Jackson. What's the Vulcans up 2 scores? Here's the Ville with the toss over the middle, and dangerous play there. Almost had 6 on the board for the Marauders. Shoestring tackle there for California, Jamal Martin Jr.
Yeah, Cal U got suckered in on the play action, and as they all went for the running back. As we look at the replay here,
could have been danger, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit. It could have been a lot more dangerous, but Martin Jr. on the coverage.
Excellent effort there on the defensive side. Jenkins went to go towards that far
Rush
side,
by
but
Boitos.
Boitos had something in mind.
Great defensive pressure by Boitos for the
Second
Vulcans.
down and 10.
I don't know if you guys saw the end of that play, but if he didn't get rid of that ball when he did, he was going down hard.
Yeah, Bentos has been a big name on this Cal U defense the last couple of games. Ames once again being a factor here.
1.8 seconds left here in this first quarter, and they'll run that out with a handoff. A couple of yards to be found for KJ Cartwright. And that will be the end of the first quarter. So we will step aside here. 14-0, Cal U on top of the Millersville Marauders. Stay tuned for more right here on 91.9 FM WCAL, the PSAC Network, and CUTV Sports 1.
Looking for something to do? Then don't miss the 2021 Health Fair. This year, the Health Fair will be on Wednesday, October 6th in the Convocation Center Arena from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. There will be free STD testing, a blood drive, prizes, free health screens, flu and COVID vaccines, giveaways, and much, much more. Don't miss the excitement. Be at the Convocation Center on October 6th for the 2021 Health Fair.
Welcome back here. Second quarter just about ready to get underway. Colin Kirkwood, blast from the past here with Jonathan Sakaguchi and Peyton Trollinger.
Yeah, definitely been a good one here, Colin. Great having you back, as we still have somewhat of a close one here to start the game.
Marauders back on offense here to start the second. They have a 3rd and 8 from their own 41. A lot of pressure here from the Cal U defense. Smoked off the edge there.
That was Jamal Martin Jr. Getting in there.
Brought down by Jamal Martin.
As we take a look at the replay here, him and a couple of the other guys from the secondary rushed up on the play. They broke through, busted coverage for the offensive line there from Millersville. Jenkins with the sack once again.
Special teams back out here for Millersville. They'll send it back deep to those 2 return men. Here it is. Kicks away. Loose kick on this one, brought in towards the 25. Not a lot of room to work there, and he'll be dropped
Martin with
promptly.
the return.
Yeah, about a 1-yard return on that one.
Psac and Lilliston.
For Jamal Martin Jr. on the return.
Vulcans from the 29.
And sometimes you might not see those on a highlight reel, but if you can find a way to hit a seam, anything kind of like that, get a block on a play like that, who knows? You could turn that into a huge gain. So I admire the attempt.
Last week, Jamal Martin Jr. took one back to the house on the punt return. And I guarantee you he's looking for another one this week.
Got Peyton out of his seat.
Yes, it did. I was very excited for that. That came out of nowhere, putting on showing off the speed that Jamal Martin Jr. has, and it paid off big time.
Vulcans trot out here, and they'll get things started with a 4-wide look and a man to the left. Here's Mitchell back to throw from their own 29. Brought in. Nice gainer there, first down.
That's once again in the McCoy Jackson. And crossing route, hold him on the midfield. As we look at the replay here, Noah Mitchell getting all day to pass. That offensive line's protecting it very well today. And he finds Jackson and on the crossing route, gets a few extra yards before being brought down on for the first down.
It was very good ball security by Jackson as well. That could have popped out very easily, but he held on to it until he touched the ground.
Back in the pocket here and around. Let's see if they can get the edge. Here comes Jackson. Scoots past one. Few yards to be had there on the excellent first dodge.
Ends up as the ball
Rolling up.
carrier.
Nice move there by Jacoy Jackson once again. And not just a wide receiver, but can also be a running back, as you see on the end around on flea flicker. Makes the first guy miss, tries on the second one, but still doing like Brunson and keeps those feet moving and gets a couple extra yards. And it's second down and manageable.
2nd and 6 now. Still on their own 47 for California. Up by 2 scores. Go for a handoff look here. Plenty of room across the 50. I think they'll spot him.
McCann, the ball
No,
carrier.
it'll be
That's
enough for a
good
first.
our Vulcans. First down.
It's Eric McCann, the third on that one. And got a nice little lane and started running upfield. Pulled for the first down for Cal U. As you look at the replay here, nice clean handoff from Noah got behind his fullback, found a lane.
First and 10 from the 40.
And before he got tripped up well inside Millersville territory.
Great look there, Peyton, from the offensive line.
Yes, this offensive line has been just on fire, protecting Noah Mitchell, protecting their backs, making sure the Vulcans get positive
right.
yards every time.
Vault Marauder territory on this 1st and 10. Screen look to the far side. Oh, dances his way through there, makes a negative into a
Tarrant with
positive
the
once
reception.
again.
That's Cam Tarrant on the reception, his first reception
Brought down
of the
by
game.
Sweeney.
It was a nice, quick little screen pass from Mitchell.
Gain of
Nice
2,
block
second
by
down
Hill.
and 8.
He able to pick up a couple yards. 2nd and 8 now.
Clock continues to wind here. 11:40 in the second if you're just joining us.
Cal, you just making sure that they got the call right?
No need to be in a rush here.
Absolutely not at all. You're up by 2 scores. Midfield, all the time in the world.
Mitchell back with this one. Surveys, feels some pressure, steps up in the pocket. He'll take off and run. Flag down, so we'll see if this stands. Might
Mitchell
see
scrambles for the
a
first
hold or
down,
perhaps
but
something on the defensive
hold your
side. I've seen a
cards.
few
There's
things from
a
the
flag
offensive
on
line
the play.
gesturing towards it being on the defensive end, especially from Nishawn Jackson, number 78 down there. He's pretty adamant on that.
Holding. Number 79 of the offense.
That was
10-yard
Noah
penalty.
Yeah,
Borst getting caught with the hold.
I was looking there. That defensive end tried to break, tried to get Noah Mitchell's blind side, but that 79, he held him. He held his shoulder pads. That was Noel Browse on that penalty. He just got his hands outside of the shoulder pads, and it's coming back now.
Sometimes they can go either way. 2nd down now and a few, 18 to be exact, from their 46 for Cal U. Drop back surveys, a lot of pressure in the pocket, and Mitchell smoked.
Mitchell is sacked in the backfield.
That's Mitchell's first sack
Brought down
that's
by Tate.
been given up.
That was his number 0 defensive lineman, Tyler Tate, on the tackle. As you look here, the pocket just collapsed on Noah there. Area nowhere to go. Oh, and Tate just wrapped him up for the loss.
You definitely don't see that every day. This offensive line giving up a sack.
3rd down and 22.
3rd down and a mile here. Once again, 22 to be exact from a tough spot. Here's Mitchell back to throw this one. Pressure towards the blind side, steps up, dodges out of that athletic move there as he moves to the outside, throws for a mile, and just like that, the mile is good for a first. Tyson Hill grabs that
To
one.
Hill.
And it's Tyson Hill once again being that big receiver out there. As he went out far, but came back on the comeback route. So we look here on the replay. Noah just rolls out. Oh, it finds Tyson Hill on the far sideline and gets that at completion. And it's a Vulcan first down well inside Millersville territory.
Peyton, how about that field vision there? I mean, that was just textbook.
Great awareness by Noah Mitchell. He stepped up, realized he made that mistake, then he went out, able to roll to his right and just fire that ball downfield to Tyson Hill and pick up that first down. Very much needed for the Cal U Vulcans.
There's a handoff now in Millersville territory. That's at the Ville 35. Right
McCann,
back
the
to the
ball
line of
carrier.
scrimmage there for McCann. Actually, it looks like they'll drop him for a loss of 1, perhaps. No, they'll mark it right at the line, I should say. Tough spot. Both judges kind of
Owner's
wobbling
jacket
back and
wear on
forth
the
here.
stop.
Yeah, and something I noticed we
Gain
haven't
on the play,
seen, we have
second
not
down.
seen Kyle Brunson, and since the first quarter of play, it's been all Eric McCann, and here in the second. So you got to wonder if everything's okay with him down there on the sideline.
3 wide look here with a man to either side of Mitchell on this 2nd and 10 from the Ville 35. Back to throw once again. Dumps off short. Corralled for a gain of nearly 5.
That was once again Eric McCann, the third.
McCann with the reception.
Third on the reception. And just that little short running back option and route. Hold right there in the flats.
Gain of 5. Third down.
You know, those
and 5.
short little passes, you know, they, like I said, they might be short, but, you know, as long as you're getting positive yardage, that's really all that counts. And, you know, Vulcans are faced with a 3rd and 5 now. Very manageable.
Indeed.
Very manageable. Noah Mitchell not going to have a whole lot of trouble here, but let's see what Millersville can do.
Motion here for the Ville defense. Go for an outside handoff, first down.
And there's McCann again.
Ball carrier, that's good for a Vulcans first down.
That was a good run there by Eric McCann, the third. As we take a look at the replay. A good snap and handoff from Noah Mitchell. McCann and bounce to the outside.
From the 21.
It finds a lane and is taken to Millersville defense with them for the first down and then some. And now they're threatening with inside the 25.
Very impressed with what I've seen so far for McCann, the 5'10", 210 redshirt freshman from the District of Columbia. Here's Mitchell's short look. Screen is a go. Dodges 2. Across the edge.
That's
Tarrant with the reception.
Cam Tarrant on the reception for the Vulcans, picking up some positive yardage. Probably about 7 on the play. Let's take a look at this replay. Noah Mitchell starting off in the shotgun, looking downfield. Quick pass to his wideout. Tarrant dodges 1, dodges 2, gets past the defenders, and is able to be pushed out of bounds by the Marauders. And that is Isaiah Onashak.
Play concludes
the ball
there.
carrier, that'll be
Another
close
carry
to a
for
first
McCann.
down.
They'll mark him. Looks to be a yard short.
Yeah, McCann and just got a full head of steam,
Alazak is on the
but there was a wall of defenders from Millersville right there at the sticks.
Peyton, a bit of a change of
Third
pace
down
here
and
compared to what
1.
you saw last week.
Yes, you know, Lock Haven, they were very weak defensively, and, you know, Cal U was able to air it out. They were able just to run all over them. The Marauders have a bit of a tighter defense here, able to keep Cal U in check, at least for now.
3rd and 1 now from the Ville 11. Vulcans threatening. Let's see if they can grab a first, and they do. Might grab the whole thing, but no, brought down at the 4.
McCann again, the ball
That
carrier,
redshirt
that's good
freshman
for the
Eric
Vulcans
McCann yet
first
again coming up
down.
huge for the Vulcans. And we see that replay. He's just able just to cut it right up the middle on that big
And goal
3rd
from
and
the
1, able to get it within the 5-yard line of the Marauders.
Johnny, fresh set of downs here to work with on this 2-go goal scenario. Been a pretty efficient drive, would you say?
Yeah, it's been a lot of that power or run offense for Cal U. It looks like we might see it again here on this one.
Here it is, handoff. Will they get in? Short by a yard.
Yeah,
And the ball
Great tackle
carrier.
there for Millersville. That was number 29, Garrett Cox.
McCann was trying
On
to
the
bounce
stop.
and to bounce outside, but Thomas is
Second and goal
waiting
from
right
the
there
1.
for him. That's what we call the stay-at-home defender, and seeked out the ball carrier.
Under 5 minutes to go here before we hit the half. Vulcans trying to make it a 3-score contest.
One thing I want to mention about this drive, if I'm not getting them confused, Cal U actually was backed up all the way to their own 35-yard line and is now within scoring distance. They haven't been able to march down the field.
Here it is, handoff up the middle, and touchdown again for the Vulcans.
Touchdown,
Eric McCann plunges his way in.
And it's once again, that's that power or
Eric
run.
McCann takes it in for
And
the
Eric
Vulcans
McCann this
score.
time, the 3rd different Vulcan to score today as we look at the replay. A handoff here, drives it right up the middle, up and through the defender. There's of Millersville, for 6.
Eric
Go to attempt the extra
McCann
point.
almost looking like a senior out there. And he's just able to get up on the board for the Vulcans, nothing too fancy.
The 8-co here again. Here is the kick.
That kick is up.
And it's good. 21-0. Cal U takes the lead over Millersville here. 4 minutes and 33 seconds left to go before halftime. Stay tuned for more Vulcans football right here on the PSAC Network, 91.9 FM, WCAL, and CUTV Sports 1.
If you are looking for a Christian club that features Bible study and spiritual nourishment, then come find your family with New Life Cal U. Swing by Oasis every Tuesday at 7 p.m. in Itali 321 to explore faith through Bible study, games, and fellowship. Or stop by Converge on Thursdays at 7 p.m. in the Natali Rotunda to make friends and enjoy life through casual hangouts. Everyone is welcome. Connect with New Life Cal U at www.newlifecalu.com/connect.
Welcome back here. Kick is away. And they'll let that one go into the end zone once again. A lot of power on those opening kickoffs so far.
And that's Anthony Beatco on those kicks for Cal U.
Take a look here at the replay once again. And as Eric VcCant in the third gets his first touchdown of the season. And right here, here as he runs right up the middle.
Morris, who is the fan of the game. Great job, Brittany.
Definitely been a run-heavy one here today, Colin.
Not sure if anybody really expected this margin at this point in time here. I heard a lot of high praise for Cal U on the offensive and defensive side here. And, of course, Millersville did get a win over Clarion, but still, I think some may have overlooked them as they continue to hang around here. Let's see if they can make good in the final 4 minutes before the half. Direct run here for the QB, plunging on forward for about 5 for Jenkins.
Keeper.
Keeps you on your toes, Peyton. They keep switching QBs.
They do, for all of us broadcasters here is not doing us any favors whatsoever.
Yeah, it's been definitely a quarterback carousel for Millersville. With their starter out with an injury right now.
Well, they've just been rotating quarterbacks. They got Butler and Jenkins that they've been just rotating, just try to keep them healthy.
Vulcan defense breaks through and shuts down that 2nd and 5 from their own 34. Millersville.
Once again, that was Gerald Brown.
Brought down by Silva and Brown.
Noah Silva getting into the backfield for that Cal U defense.
3rd down and 10.
I tell you what, Millersville cannot be happy with all these sacks that they are letting up.
This is a tough defensive unit to have to go against here if you're Millersville, so we'll have to see if they can piece together something in terms of the second half and see if they can really get the ball going.
They're really going to have to talk because this Cal U defense and offense have been on fire. They've been feeding each other. And
3rd and 10. Tossed over the middle. Almost intercepted. Right place, right time. Just not close enough there for Gabe Miller, number 40.
And we see it again, Cal U just putting on the pressure on defense. I believe that was Jackson or
Gabe Miller coming up close once again for that interception.
That was Jamal Martin Jr. putting the pressure on the outside, almost sacking the quarterback. He was able to get it away.
Here's Jackson. He'll await the punt from Millersville. Clock stopped at 3:19. Starts again. Tight spiral on this one. He'll bring it in and look to return. Goes to the near side. Plenty of room to run. He might have found a seam. Across the 40, 45, still on the 50. Continues 45 and pushed out.
Jackson with the return to the 40.
That was Eli Workinger on the stop for the Marauders to push him out of bounds. Let's take a look at this punt return replay. This was Jaquay Jackson on this return, able to sweep it out to the near side, picking up a lot of yardage on the play and into Millersville territory just barely.
Yeah, Jackson has been a major threat on this Cal U offense. And it's
Jackson hailing from Sarah Catholic High School right here locally. We all know where Sarah Catholic's at, not very far at all. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
3:05, Cal U's got to work on the offensive end here, see if they can tack on one more before we hit the half. Here's Mitchell, steps back on the 1st and 10, going for it all. First play, complete and brought down near the 5. Derek Lockhart.
Derek Lockhart once again making the reception on a nice play. Hey, we haven't called his name much so far this season, but today he's definitely been a factor as we watch the replay here. Noah stepped up into the pocket, lets it fly. Lockhart us with a nice basket catch on that one.
Textbook catch, as you said. Highlight reel almost.
I'm sure we'll see it perhaps. I know the guy who puts those together here. 2.5
I know him very well.
Yeah, we know him pretty well. 2:25 left here. Mitchell on the first and goal from the 7. Once again, Jackson trying to go to work there, but Millersville right on it.
That was Chase Outsauce on the stop for the Marauders. Able to back Cal U up a yard. 2nd and goal now.
Yeah, looking for that quick screen pass. He had trips, hips bunch for far side. Hey, just nothing going.
Halftime for this week's Inside the PSAC with host Gary Smith. Catch up on all the things you need to know, players of the week and whatnot for the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. Handoff up the middle, chop down promptly.
Coming up on the stop was Christian Martier. Bring up a big 3rd down now that Cal U must convert on if they want to see the back of the end zone.
3rd and goal from the 7.
Kyle Brunson back into the game for the first time since the first quarter.
7 yards to go here. See if the Vulcans can find a way to punch this one in. Perhaps you wonder if they'll leave them out there on a 4th down attempt and see if they can go for broke, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there, and it looks like somebody will call for a timeout here.
Looks like Cal U's calling time on this one. Coach Dunn didn't like what he saw out there, so he's going to bring him in, talk things over for a brief moment.
Johnny, how about we take a quick update around the PSAC and see what's going on, who's winning and who's not winning.
Waiting on my scoreboard to load here with the games that are going on right now. Seton Hill at Kutztown, Shippensburg at Clarion, East Stroudsburg up at Mercyhurst, Gannon at Bloomsburg, the game that I'm keeping an eye on Shepherd at IUP. Edinburgh travels out to Westchester and Lock Haven at Slippery Rock for a 6 o'clock start on that one.
Very good matchups all throughout the PSAC. Definitely going to be affecting some standings today.
It's so nice to have a conference with so many fantastic teams on both sides. That way when you see crossover play like this, almost every game is going to be an entertaining one, if not all of them.
Exactly. You know, I mean, obviously you got your dud teams, but for the most part, you know, as we're seeing here, even though Cal U's got the 21-0 lead, Millersville still has been very competitive in this one.
We'll check back after the half here and we'll get you some updates. Maybe even Johnny will do a little Mountain East update here too, try to keep it in the theme for me. You never know.
Yeah, because you guys got a couple good matchups this week too.
As always. Here's Mitchell on the 3rd and goal to go. Tries to step up in the pocket, fights off, and he'll be dropped.
Mitchell
The
taken down
2nd
behind the
sack
line
of the day for Millersville.
Tyler
That's Tate
Tate,
once
number
again
0.
with the wrap up as you watch here. The pocket closed on Noah Mitchell. And Tate just gets in there. That was a hold of Noah's jersey and brings him down on out. Got to watch grabbing around there because that could easily be called for horse collar and given Cal.
I was wondering if we were going to see that.
If I'm actually not mistaken, I believe that's Tate's 2nd sack of the day for Millersville. I could be mistaken, however.
Do have a couple score updates for you guys. Kutztown leads Seton Hill 13-3 right now.
That is much closer than I expected.
You and me both. Shippensburg routing in Clarion right now. All still in the first half over there, 31-14.
Oh boy.
And 10-0. And East Stroudsburg leads Mercyhurst at the moment.
Very close matchups except for the one, but like you said, Colin, you know, there's always good matchups in the PSAC.
Of course, next week's opponent, Edinburgh, they're taking on Westchester, and that'll kick off here in a couple minutes at 2 p.m. Eastern, and you'll get some updates in the second half about that one, trying to keep track of the road ahead. So they'll attempt for the field goal here. Bietko ready for this one, waits for the snap and hold. Snap's good. Here's the hold down as well.
Kick
Good
is up.
pressure off the edge there for Millersville, and it's off the post, but they'll call it good. Everybody here in the building didn't think that one was going to count based on the collective side, but it does.
I did not think that was going to be counting. It hit the post and it went right out, but the officials raised the hands, and we got 3 on the board for Cal U.
We'll hang out here with the final 43 seconds left to go here before we hit halftime, but I'll start with you, Peyton. What are you looking for in the second half from both of these teams?
What am I looking forward in the second half? Well, I'll tell you. I'm looking forward for Millersville to tighten up a little bit more defensively. Cal U has run rampant on that defense. They have so many offensive weapons, and Millersville has not had the answer for them. For the Vulcans,
You're fine. Continue.
For the Vulcans, I'm looking forward. Not much to change. You know, they've been very aggressive. I like what they're doing, like what they're playing. They keep driving the field, running down that precious clock so the Marauders can't come back in this game.
Johnny, what are you thinking?
I have to agree with Peyton on this one. I believe Millersville needs to tighten up that defense a little bit. You can't keep giving up 4 or 5 yards on the run play and then 20 yards on a pass play. And for Cal U, keep doing what you're doing, but you got to make sure you execute, especially when you get it inside the 5-yard line. And you can't stall out inside the 5, especially when you start playing teams like Slippery Rock and IUP, because they will eat you up the entire time.
Good special teams coverage there by Cal U. It'll drop the Ville around their own 18 to get this drive going here with only 37 seconds left.
Sebastian Meehan on the special team stop for the Vulcans. Lead Millersville to trot out on the field on their own 19-yard line.
Looks like Cal U's going to bring that heavy 4-3 front now.
They're loading up that line of scrimmage.
Here's the 1st and 10 now from their own 19 for Millersville, and flags fly.
Full start, offense.
And this
5-yard penalty.
false start going against the Marauders.
Looks like number 64, or the offensive line for Millersville,
Bring up a
Tyler
1st and
Legacy.
15 from the 14.
He right tackle for.
Try to say it out 5 times fast there. 1st and 15 from the 14. Tough one. Back to throw here. Let's see what they do with it.
Ooh,
ball is
what a
knocked
hit
out
on the
an
play.
absolutely massive hit.
Huge
So
hit by
Martin
Martin Jr. And he is slow to get up after that one. Let's look at this replay here. He drops back in the pocket. Yeah, he drops back in the pocket, and Jamal Martin Jr. just rocking him on the play.
So we called in the locker room, bringing the hammer down.
Quite literally here at Adamson Stadium.
2nd and 15, still on the Millersville 14 with 32 seconds left before we hit the half.
I'm sure Millersville is not going to forget about that hit.
4 wide look here, and they'll opt for a screen short. Falling forward, no yards to be found there. Vulcans jump all over that one. Nowhere to go for Cliff Harris, number 13.
Taken down by Taylor and Dillo.
And that's Cliff Harris on the reception for the Marauders, and he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
It's going to be the last time out from California, it looks like.
Timeout, California. Their last timeout of the half.
So look to get this one back here. I've seen crazier things on the special teams unit for this team so far. Very special group of people to get things done. But, I mean, who knows? You get the ball with a couple seconds left off that punt return. Magic. You never know.
You never know. We have seen a punt return go back for a touchdown multiple times here before. So, like you said, Colin, I would not be surprised if we see that from the Vulcans.
All right, folks, get out your 50-50 ticket real quick for display. Red ticket.
Peyton eagerly searches for his 50-50 ticket.
Oh, man, I wish I had a 50-50 ticket.
171916.
Potentially get me some of this money. I'm a broke college student.
Here we go, 3rd and 14 now. They'll go for a handoff and dropped at the 19. And the clock will continue to roll here. 2-1. And that's it for the first half of action. 24.
and welcome to this week's edition of Inside the PSAC. I'm your host, Gary Smith, and it's hard to believe, but we've already had 2 weeks of PSAC football behind us, and before we move ahead to week 3, holding serve at home versus Lockhaven 59-0. Moving down the left column, Shippensburg traveled to Edinboro and got the win 30-9. That was Edinboro's first game after having their first week canceled at Grand Valley State. And then Westchester going up to Mercyhurst, winning 56-10. Shepherd also going to Erie, PA, and also scoring 56 points and beating Gannon 56-26. Shepherd moves to 2-0. Gannon goes to 1-1. Millersville in a very tight contest over Clarion 21-17. Then probably the game of the week, Kutztown and IEP in a slugfest. Kutztown falls to 1-1. IEP moves to 1-0 as they were not scheduled for week 1. And then Seton Hill moving to 2-0 on the season versus Bloomsburg 13-7. And then Slippery Rock beating East Stroudsburg by the score of 22-7. Now it's time to take a look at the standings. It is a little bit early to look at week in the PSAC East, and that will be Zach Banta. He's a redshirt sophomore from Lancaster, PA, and he pinned Clarion down a few times in that game. In California, we'll also see Zach Banta this week at Adamson Stadium. Now moving over to the PSAC West, familiar face to Cal U, the PSAC West Offensive Player of the Week, Jaquay Jackson. Jaquay Jackson had a monster game versus Lockhaven, 219 receiving yards and a pair of touchdowns, both 69 and 47 yards, so not little slant patterns at the goal line. And also had the 2 touchdowns, are his only 2 touchdowns of the year. So a monster game for Jaquay against Lockhaven. Now moving over to the defense players of the week, and that will be Renya Mitchell for IUP. And he had a huge play. He picked off a pass, returning at 26 yards for the go-ahead touchdown over Kutztown. That final score would have been 29-26. He also finished the game with 4 tackles in addition to the interception. And the PSAC West Special Teams Athlete of the Week also from the IUP Crimson Hawks, Dylan Grubbs. He's a sophomore punter. So he averaged 50.6 yards a punt, and 2 of the punts went for 50 yards or more, and then he also had a career-long 66-yarder. So that is the players of the week for week 2. And if you have any more questions about the PSAC, go to their website, www.psacsports.org. They will have all the standing schedules and much, much more and everything PSAC. If you're curious about what to watch and how to follow the Cal U Vulcans, go to our friends Matt Kiefer and Trey Staunch and their website, www.calvulcans.com. Also follow them on Instagram and Twitter at Cal Vulcans. To watch CUTV's specific feeds, make sure you follow us or go and subscribe to our YouTube page at CUTV Sports 1. You can also follow us on Twitter at CUTV_PA. And once again, we encourage everyone to download the PSAC Network app because all games. Edition of Inside the PSAC to look at conference standings, but it is kind of nice to see where the undefeateds are and kind of start seeing trends right now. Atop the PSAC West, you have Cal, IUP, Seton Hill, and Slippery Rock, all undefeated. Cal 2-0.
Number I'm looking at Peyton is time of possession. Cal U, who pretty much owning the football for most of that half, 20.5 minutes of time keeping the football all with Eric McCann leading the team in rushing right now, 7 attempts for 30 yards and a touchdown and then his running mate Kyle now.
Vulcan 38, here's Mitchell with the hand.
You were saying something, Johnny?
I say, and bouncing outside once again and running hard, and he's still hitting that defensive line and in the second.
Stadium really blocking out a lot up the middle as they continue to keep the chains moving.
Brought down by Mortier.
Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1. Let's see if the Vulcans can continue this this opening drive that they got going. Plays for the Vulcans.
Here they come now, 3rd and 4 from their own 17. Mitchell back to throw, feels some pressure, rolls out, flag thrown, and it's complete. The whole way down the field, open space in front, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Will it stand, however? That's important.
With the reception, but hold your cards. We got a flag on the play.
That's right, there's a flag the whole way back. So let's see. And we'll see a hold on the offense. 2nd and 9 from the 29 of their own for Cal U. Let's see how they break out of this one. Here's Mitchell back to throw. Another good look onto the outside. Complete again. They keep it moving.
Pass is complete to Jackson. That's good for Vulcans. 1st down.
Once again, and Jaquay Jackson on the reception as we take a look at the replay. The offensive line getting back to what they were doing best in the first half, giving Noah all day to throw as he finds Jackson right there at the numbers, takes it out of bounds for the 1st down and a little bit of extra.
Now placed at the Vulcan 42 with about 7 minutes left to go here.
Again, the ball carrier. Gain of 2. 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8 here. They keep this drive moving forward. Great storyline so far. Noah Mitchell perfect on the day. 16 of 16 for 248. Touchdown as well on that line.
Mitchell's been on fire, and he's been leading this Vulcan offense with authority.
Here's Mitchell again. Feeling some pressure, dumps off complete. Across the 50, hurdles one and keep it moving.
What a play by Kyle Brunson as he leaps over the defender.
Brunson, and I swear he must have been a track star back in high school as we look at the replay here. Quick little dump and go. Pass play from Noah Mitchell as he bounces to the outside. Brunson hurdles the defender cleanly before getting thrown into his own bench here on the near sideline. It's 1st and 10 for California.
And these fans are still smiling about that one.
You don't see those very day, and it's a very great time when you do. Here we go. Another 1st and 10. It's going to be
Jackson and he could do the same
thing. Than his teammates. See if we can do a little friendly competition between the two.
Up against him and a couple of the local baseball leagues around here.
Interesting.
Yeah, it says he went to LH, Laurel Highlands. We know all about Laurel Highlands here at CUTV.
Roll Mustangs. 2nd and 6 here. It's a handoff. And a 1st down for the offensive unit. They keep this drive moving.
Close to a 1st down.
So we take a look at the replay here. Here Brunson and on the handoff finds an open lane on the near side right there. There in the A gap, turns upfield, gets a few yards just shy of the sticks, but I'd say about a yard, maybe a little less than a yard. But it's still 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, and just for context, this drive started all the way back on the Cal 11.
Oh, wow.
And look at this now.
I almost forgot about that.
3rd down and 1 here.
See, this just proves just the determination and pure skill that the Vulcans offense has.
Another handoff up the middle, and that'll be a 1st down again as they keep the chains moving.
Brunson again, the ball carrier. That's good for another Vulcans. 1st down.
Yeah, Brunson once again. And as we take a look at the replay, calling the shift, and hands it off. We got a timeout here on the field as they injured Marauder on the play.
Trying to get a number here on this play. Looks like number 98, Joe Harris, laying down at around the 15-yard line. Got trainers out, seeing what's wrong with him.
Yeah, freshman defensive lineman for the Marauders.
We hope the best for him as they continue to tend to him. We'll talk a little bit about the PSAC again here, see what's going on there.
Yeah, a couple score changes since we last talked. My screen had to reload here. Here, Seton Hill trails Kutztown 14-3, which is a lot closer than what a lot of people were thinking that was going to be.
Myself included.
Shippensburg routing Clarion 38-14. East Stroudsburg shutting out Mercyhurst 17-0. And 7-7 up at Gannon right now with Bloomsburg. And I'm waiting on an update from the IUP Shepherd game.
That's going to be the game to really watch, that IUP Shepherd game.
I'll be keeping my eye on that one.
And looks like we got some movement from that defensive lineman, Joe Harris, able to walk to the sideline with a little bit of help from the trainers. Glad to see he's up on his feet, and hopefully he gets back into this game very soon.
And we're ready to resume here. Here's the offense back onto the field and ready.
They have been on fire on this drive. They've just been moving those
It just feels like it's
chains.
never going to end.
Never going to end. They will not be satisfied till they're in the back of that end zone. Let's see what happens here.
2 minutes left to go here in the third. It's a 24-0 lead for Cal U. Handoff up the middle. Halfway there.
Again, the ball
Gain of
carrier.
5.
That was Eric McCann III once again getting the call. Found a lane on the far side and just took off with it. And the thing we were talking about was the time of possession for him. Cal U had this ball, it seems like almost forever in this third quarter.
I don't believe Millersville has touched the ball yet. No, they may have had one possession.
I'll tell you one thing that's really stood out to me at this point with the rush game for Cal U. It's just been a fantastic effort. 3 players just going straight down the line. They're averaging about 3.2, 3.8, and 4 yards on their carries. I mean, that makes any kind of offense a lot more manageable the forward you go. If you get that kind of yardage off, like a first down, for example, makes it a lot easier after a false start there, so they'll back things up.
Right back to where they started.
Second and 10.
Another important thing that I'm noticing from the Vulcans is that even though it's only the third quarter, they just want to keep this ball on the ground and keep this clock running.
Sure.
They're up in this game, not by a whole lot. It is 24-0, but in reality, that honestly doesn't have to be a whole lot. Millersville can very easily.
He recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
And welcome back here for our fourth quarter. Vulcans in the lead 24-0. Looking for a second straight shutout after shutting out Lock Haven last week. Be an impressive feat, 59-0 last week, looking to keep a 0 on the scoreboard.
And just some quick third quarter stats, if you don't mind. Cal U leading 17-3 in first down conversions. Obviously leading in the passing department. Cal U 272 passing yards, and Millersville only 38. And another thing to look out for, Cal U has 34 minutes time of possession, and the Marauders only have close to 11.
3rd and 17 now from the Ville 22 for Mitchell. Stepping up in the pocket, feels some pressure, forced to run with this one. Going for the end zone, back corner. A lot of jawing back there, back and forth, some pushing, shoving, but nothing comes from that. It'll be incomplete. Oh, take that back. Sounds like there is a flag on the field down here by the 25.
Holding on the offense. Penalty decline. 4th down.
So holding on the offense, that one will be declined. So 4th down coming up.
And intended receiver in the back of the end zone was Derek Lockhart, but that Mitchell's ball went well over the head of Lockhart. And it would have been very impressive if he would have caught that.
Bietko in to attempt the 3 points.
So they'll send out the field goal unit here. Bietko ready to kick this one. Good day so far for him. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
Now they do have Cam Tarrant as the holder, so it's going to be interesting to see if they maybe try to pull some trickery.
Hold and snap. There is a flag.
Is up.
It was short. I think it'll be an
No good,
offsides on the
but
defense.
hold your cards.
Did
Flag
see
on the
some
play.
movement from Millersville before that.
I think this might be an offside call.
Could be a multitude of things right now.
Offsides. Defense.
And yes, offsides on the defense.
Replay. 4th down.
So we can try the 4th down again here. Add a couple of yards and maybe get a little bit better of a try. You never know.
And, you know, as we saw right there, Bietko's kick was just a tad bit short on that one. So I'm sure he's not going to be complaining for that penalty against the Marauders. A little bit of better range now.
So here we go. Let's try this one again.
To re-attempt the 3 points.
Looks like it's going from the 24-yard line.
Still moving again. Here it is. Kick is
This
up.
kick is
And
up.
that one is good. Much higher on that one. Cal U adds 3 more. 27-0. 14:43 left to go here in the 4th quarter of action. Stay tuned for the rest of this one right here on 91.9 FM, WCAL, the PSAC Network, and CUTV Sports 1.
If you are looking for a Christian club that features Bible study and spiritual nourishment, then come find your family with New Life Cal U. Swing by Oasis every Tuesday at 7 p.m. in Itali 321 to explore faith through Bible study, games, and fellowship. Or stop by Converge on Thursdays at 7 p.m. in the Natali Rotunda to make friends and enjoy life through casual hangouts. Everyone is welcome. Connect with New Life Cal U at www.newlifecalu.com/connect.
Welcome back here. Kick is up and away. High spinning kick. First time we've seen one really all day that wasn't in the end zone. And stopped at the 15.
Blue Ellie with the return.
Good coverage there from the Cal U kickoff team.
Really, we've seen a lot of those just straight into the end zone all day today.
Yeah, it's the second. That is the second time that we've not seen him score on the drive or get a touchdown on the drive.
I think Cal U is just going to settle for any type of points they can get just to keep extending this lead over Millersville, just to put this game even farther out of reach.
Millersville going to go with a 4-wide look here to get this offensive position going straight to the QB, and he'll keep and run.
Jenkins, quarterback.
Not a lot for Jenkins.
I guess 1 yard positive is better than
Miller
5
and
yards
Maddox
back.
on the stop. Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 9 now from their own 18. And stopped again.
That
Abrams, the ball
that
carrier.
Cal U defense,
Brought
man,
down
they
behind
just
the line of scrimmage.
they have had Millersville's number all game and have not shown any mercy, and they have not let up,
That's what
not
you gotta
letting them
do.
breathe.
Dillo on the stop.
That's Noah Dillo. That's the first time we've called his name all day.
3rd down and
He's
11.
one of the big defensive players for Cal U getting into the backfield again.
Huge player for the Vulcans, very a big difference maker.
3rd and 11 now from their own 16. Let's see if they can find a way to keep things moving. Onto the outside, looking to throw. Has a target. Caught. Should be enough for a first.
Jenkins' pass is complete to Melvin.
It is enough indeed.
Yeah, take a look at the replay here. Here, Jenkins rolls out near side. He'd here, looking for a man, but as soon as he gets ready to let go, he gets his bell rung.
From the 33.
But regardless, it's first down for Millersville.
1st and 10 now, ball at their 33. Let's see what they do with it. Another 4-wide look with this. Handoff directly up the middle for the quarterback.
Quarterback keeper.
Continuing with that keeper look, and it's been actually pretty successful for them on those early down scenarios.
Yeah,
Miller and Solomon.
It's been a lot of quarterback draws on this one.
Gain of 5, second down.
From Millersville. Oh, it's been very successful against the Cal U defense.
Vulcans trying to go 3-0 to start the season for the first time since 2017. One of those wins in 2017 came at Millersville in Game 3.
Ooh!
Upended there on that one, right at the line of scrimmage.
Harris with the reception.
That one got Peyton out of his seat.
Brought down by Micah Tillman.
And big defensive stop
Gain of
for the
Micah
Vulcans. That's
Down,
Micah
Ian
Tillman coming up huge. Let's take a look at this replay. Quick little screen pass to the receiver, and you'll see Tillman coming up on your screen here. He's going to stick him and actually flip him over him and to come up with that big second down stop.
3rd and 4 coming up here. Handoff up the middle. Will it be enough? And no.
Make that 0 for 7 for Millersville now on 3rd down conversions. They have not been too hot, and this is part of the reason why they're getting shut out right now. Have not been good on 3rd down whatsoever.
And Dylan Boyd is one of the first guys back there, or into the secondary, or in the backfield for Cal U. He would have shut down that Millersville offense once again.
I've talked about it all game. Cal U just has so many weapons, whether it's on the offensive side of the ball or the defensive side of the ball. And
low snap here, corralled, almost blocked. And they'll fair catch that one right around the 35.
Fair caught at the 35.
Almost could have made a completely different scenario there, charging on through on the special teams side again.
There is a flag on the play.
You have one flag on the play here.
Right there, or near the Millersville sideline.
The officials going to confer with one another, make sure they're getting the right call. I didn't personally see anything, but maybe they did.
This might be interference on the returner.
I wanted to say no one touched him, but who knows? That's why the officials are on the field and we're up here.
Kick catching and interference. Kicking team. 15-yard penalty. First down.
First and 10 Vulcans from the 50.
So the Vulcans got it here, 1st and 10, but we'll see what they can do.
Ball's right at midfield, too.
Yeah. Now let's see if Cal U can get a touchdown on this one. Last couple drives have stalled out, all inside the 20.
Let's see what Noah Mitchell and this Vulcan offense can do on this drive.
Here comes the 1st and 10 look with 11:15 left to go in this one. Vulcans in control, 27-0. Screen look towards the middle. Good hit there, keep it moving, and sizable gain on
Brunson
1st.
with the reception.
And again, Brunson looking at this replay one more time. Mitchell in the pocket, plenty of time from that offensive line. Looking downfield, short little pass, dumps it off to Kyle Brunson.
6, second down and 4.
And then he's just stopped up by a few Marauder defensemen and stopped short of that first down.
2nd down now with 4 to go, and it'll be at the Millersville 44. Mitchell back again. Short, that one's complete. Tried to jump the route there, very close on it.
The Jackson.
Steve Sweeney,
That's
very
good for
close on the
Vulcans,
defensive
first
side, number
down.
17 for Millersville.
Good catch there by Jaquay Jackson. And hit as he caught it. Normally we're saying hit as he throws. But Jackson, and nice way to go up there and make the catch, get the first down on Cal U deep inside Millersville territory once again.
With 10 minutes remaining here. Mitchell drop back, feeling some pressure across the middle. Plenty of space to thread that one through. Great look.
That's Cam Tarrant with the catch on that one. And good way to keep his footing on that one. They make the catches. He was falling down for another Cal U first down.
Vulcans are still moving the chains here. Let's see if they can get a little bit further. If they get another first down, they're going to be well within striking distance once more.
So 1st and 10, this one sits at the 22. Handoff towards the far side with this one. Couple of yards, not much more.
It's like a short gain of 2 on that one. Brunson and found a small lane, but the window closed up on him real quick.
Garrett Cox on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd down.
9 minutes left to go here in this one as the Vulcans chew more clock.
And this is the most important time to keep just letting that clock run. Make sure Millersville, when they get back on offense, that they just don't have a chance to even put a field goal up.
And on towards the near side. That one's caught around the 20.
Tarrant with the reception. Brought down by Sweeney. Gain of 2.
Looks like they'll mark this a 3rd and 8.
Vulcans 7 for 10 on 3rd downs. We've seen them convert multiple times before. Let's see if they can do it one more time here.
Actually, check that. 7 for 11, but still high rate. See what they can do. Mitchell stands in the pocket, tried to complete that screen look, but just a bit too high. Felt the pressure in on that one for Millersville, number 52 from Pottsville, Pennsylvania, Chase Alishakos.
That's going to be the first incomplete pass of the day for Noah Mitchell.
Mitchell has been on fire today, like you said, Johnny. His first incomplete pass, and you really can't do anything about that. You had the rush coming right up the middle.
To attempt the 3 points.
At least it wasn't an interception, though. That's what matters.
Another field goal attempt here for Bietko. Could very well be seeing a PSAC Special Teams Player of the Week performance as he puts this one up. And it's good again. Pack 3 more on for Cal U as they make it 30-0 with 7:58 left to go in this one. Stay tuned for the remainder right here on the PSAC Network, 91.9 FM WCAL and CUTV Sports 1.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back here. Vulcans about to kick this one away to Millersville again, who really has been struggling on the offensive side here today.
Ian Anderson to kick off for the Vulcans.
Short kick brought in near the 30 and stopped around the 35.
Braun with the return. 1st and 10 Marauders from the 37.
Blaze continues to hammer away over there. 30, get the reps in. Not the most he's seen. Saw 59 last week, but still.
You got to get those reps anytime you can.
Actually had the Blaze get some help last week because of hammering so many times.
Lots of hammer strikes there. No days off. First hand on the way here, Millersville. They're back on offense. Let's see what they can do. Rolling towards the near side. Vulcan defense trailed the whole time on that.
Jenkins sacked in the backfield behind the line of
And
scrimmage.
that's Noah Dillo coming up
Noah
big
Dillo.
on that defensive stop
Loss
for
of
the
2.
Vulcans.
Second
Loss
down
of 2
and 12.
on that one.
And Noah Dillo once again and stepping up, being that big factor as he was a couple weeks ago against Fairmont.
Here we go. 2nd and 12 now from their own 35. Back to throw. Short pass. Complete, but there is a flag on the field towards that far side.
Pass is complete to Alexander. There is a flag on the play.
Not sure what this one's going to be about.
This might be a holding call.
Offsides. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
And offsides on the defense.
Offsides, man.
To bring up a second down and
Haven't really seen
7
too many free yards given away here
from
today.
the 40.
Calu's been a very disciplined team. Gary Dunn always tries to coach his players to be very disciplined, not take those stupid penalties. This time, though, can't be perfect.
2nd and 7 now. The Millersville 40, they'll opt for a screen look towards the near side across the 40. Not much farther after that for Jaheim
Jaheim
Morris.
Morris with the reception. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Clock stops at 6:59 left to go in this one. Don't forget to join Johnny and Peyton next week for the September 25th matchup at Edinburgh on the road. That one will be a noon kickoff up in Edinburgh, PA.
I'm looking forward to that game. I think it's going to be a very good game to watch and to broadcast. Don't you think, Johnny?
Yeah, this will be my first trip to Edinburgh
As is mine.
for football.
Back to throw here on this 3rd and 4. Going long down the middle of the field. Had it and dropped it off the fingertips.
Jenkins
That's
pass
got to
is
be an
incomplete.
infuriating one there for Cliff Harris.
For Harris.
Harris is a little mad at himself for not catching that one. As he had a wide open field, just in and out of his hands.
It's those types of plays right there that Millersville desperately needs to convert on, but as we've seen all game, no luck has been given.
But guys, I mean, you think about it here. This is just about it. I mean, the dress rehearsal just about done here. You're going to get into West play starting next week.
That's going to be very exciting. Get some interconference play here in the PSAC. Things are going to start heating up here very soon.
Kicks away. Odd tight spin on that one as it rolls to the 10 and scooped up and returned for about 2 yards, if any.
And that one was nearly blocked as the Cal U defenders got back in there and brought a lot of pressure.
1st and 10 Vulcans from the 12.
They'll mark it at the 12 for this one when they take over, but of course, next week will be interesting. And I mean, the schedule, you take a look at it here and you go straight down, things are going to get pretty difficult down the stretch. Of course, you'll have Mercyhurst here at home for homecoming on October 2nd. But IUP and Slippery Rock both late on the schedule. Those could be marquee games by the time you get there. But still, no slouch in any 3 of Edinburgh, Mercyhurst, or Gannon in the next 3.
Very tough opponents in California's past. And I'm sure we're going to get a very great game from both of those teams.
And up towards the middle, a couple of yards
McCann,
again.
the ball carrier.
It's McCann carrying that one.
Tyler Tate on the stop.
Tyler Tate, we've been calling his name all day for the defense for Millersville, it seems.
2nd down and 3.
But Eric McCann in the 3rd. Eric's been one of the hard runners for Cal U today. Definitely a workhorse for them.
2nd and 3 here from the Vulcan 19 as time continues to wind down with 6 minutes left to go in this one. Another handoff directly up the middle.
And
McCann
again, you know, Cal U is just trying to keep this clock
No gain
running.
on the play.
Simple plays right up the middle.
Stop by
Run the
Okungu.
clock. They got the lead here, 30-0, and they just want to bring this one home.
3rd down and almost almost 3.
3rd and 3 coming up here.
CalU has a lot of options on what they can do. They can either run it up the middle, as we've seen them do multiple times, make a quick little screen play. They have the weapons to do it, but let's see if they actually can convert on this.
Here we go with it from the 19. Mitchell fakes the handoff. He'll roll towards the far side with this one. Dump off, complete for a first to Tyson Hill.
Tyson Hill again coming up huge for the Vulcans, converting on that 3rd down to keep these chains moving.
Take a look at the replay here. Here's the CalU had a quick offense lineup up on the quarterback bootleg. Roll out on far side. It finds Tyson Hill near the Millersville sideline for another CalU first down.
Another 4 wide look here as they are in no particular hurry as this one really starting to wind down here. Mitchell had it in a flag toss just as soon as it arrives to him.
Could potentially be a false start.
Offense.
Yep, false start going against California.
So they'll back things up here and we'll try it again. Clock stopped at 4:33.
First and 15 from the 21.
It'll be 1st and 15 now from the 21. Back to throw. Survey, steps up, toss complete. Gained a few on that one. Good look.
Pass is complete to Lockhart.
Derek Lockhart again on the reception.
And with that reception and their air call, and that puts Noah Mitchell for his 3rd straight 300-yard game.
Very impressive numbers by
Gain
Noah
of 6,
Mitchell.
2nd down and 4.
Four to go here from their own 32. Another fantastic day for Noah Mitchell for 300 yards through the air, 320 to be exact at this point. 27-29. Spin move on forward, gains a few, will be short by a yard.
Yeah, McCann. And looking for that first down. He's going to be close. I think it's going to be about 3rd and inches now. Oh, just got tripped up right there by the sticks.
3rd down and 1.
1 yard to go, 3rd and 1 from the 35 for CalU.
Millersville cannot be happy with this performance as they are very close to being shut out in this exhibition matchup. I'm sure they're definitely going to be hearing it in practice the next time. Probably on Monday they'll practice.
Looking to convert in short yardage. Handoff up the middle, and they got it for another first.
I believe again that's McCann on the carry.
Carrier, that's good for a Vulcans. First down.
McCann has really stepped up for the Vulcans offensively as Coach Dunn wants to make the decision to kind of sit Brunson, give McCann some reps, and he has proven him right every single time.
Timeout here with 2:21 left to go here, but we talked about it a little bit. Next week, I know Edinboro is in action right now. Johnny's going to go for a quick look around the PSAC here momentarily.
Yeah, take a look at some scores around the PSAC as Clarion and now trails Shippensburg 45-20. It was a lot closer when I first looked at it, and it was 35-20, but the Red Raiders have added 10 points since then. Still 17-0, and East Stroudsburg leading Mercyhurst, and with a 7-7 score still over at Gannon and tied with Bloomsburg. And we're still waiting on an update from the IUP game, as well as a update from Edinboro and Westchester.
Definitely one that everybody's probably trying to keep their eye on here. Two powers really meeting. Could be a potential title game preview at the end of the season. Not if CalU has anything to say about that, however.
So we do have a final score for you, Colin. Kutztown hangs on to beat Seton Hill 14-3.
14-3, wow.
Not the score I expected here as it's tossed. And that one is complete. Did have a change here at the QB spot. It's Tayshawn Mack grabbing that one, but Wyatt Hurt in at quarterback for Cal U, number 15.
Coach Dunn just wanting to pull his starters, trying to get this work into the second team here against Millersville, trying to rest the starters for next week. And next week's going to be a big game as they're going to be on the road, as you said, to play Edinboro.
1:50 left to go here in this one. It continues to wind. Ball at the Cal U 49. Hurt under center here. One in motion, he's got it. They'll hand this one off straight on
Sykes
forward for a few.
carrier.
Richie Sykes carrying that one.
We saw Richie Sykes last week just
Brought down by
absolutely
Mortier.
deep in the Lock
Gain of
Haven
4,
end.
second down
He's able to
and
fight
6.
and fight his way all through the line of scrimmage, and he was able to end up in the end zone. We saw some nice looks from Richie Sykes, and he's back in today.
Break huddle here, 2nd and 6 from the Millersville 47 as we have 1 minute left to go in this one. Just about all said and done here. 2 straight shutouts for Cal U on the defensive side of the football. Very impressive.
Extremely impressive, especially in this conference.
Here's the handoff. Dancing on forward there. Flag
Third
flies,
hands off
stops
to
the clock
Sykes. There
at
is
42
a flag
seconds.
on the play.
Holding on the offense.
It'll be a
10-yard
holding on
penalty.
Cal U.
Replay second down.
We'll try 2nd down again.
Yeah. Good run by Sykes, but it's going to be nullified once again by the penalty. With the second team in there, just trying to get a feeling out process. I know there's not much time left here in the game.
The more important thing for this second team is to not let anything get scored against them. That's the most important thing right now. They just need to run the clock off and just bring this one home.
2nd and 13 back on the Cal U 45. And here's the handoff. Sykes tried to go onto the inside, but stacked up
Sykes
rather
again, the ball
quickly.
carrier. Brought down by Onishak.
Clock continuing to move here, just about all said and done. Nobody in any particular hurry. I want to thank everybody who joined us here today. Hopefully you enjoyed this one.
It was definitely a good one. Great having you back, Colin. Join us for this one.
So glad I could get the call to come back and join you guys. I've had a lot of fun. 2 football games this week for me and 2 wins. But more importantly, Cal U closes it out here. 32-0. They get the win over Millersville. They improve to 3-0. Millersville falls to 1-2.
Yeah, definitely a good way to start the season to head into the conference play next week against Edinboro. Oh, I cannot wait to see that one.
Any final thoughts for you guys here? Peyton?
Cal U's 3-0. They're going to be on the road to play Edinboro. Make sure you catch us for that broadcast as well.
Johnny, final thoughts from you?
I'm just excited for conference play next week, and I'll see you guys up there.
Yeah, don't forget you can catch right here on CUTV Sports 1 on YouTube as well as 91.9 FM WCAL. Noon kickoff on the road at Edinboro. I want to thank everybody once again for joining us. Thank you to the student crew and our director, Gary Smith. And as always, I am Colin Kirkwood. Good night, California, and I'll see you again soon.